When it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. And I know you might have a heavy load, but I can carry some too. I will lift you up when they push you down. I will raise my voice and stand my ground. Well, it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. And it looks like it might be a long night, but I ain't going nowhere. And I know it's gonna be a hard fight, but I will stand right here. I will shine a light in the darkest hour. I will face the man in the tallest tower. Well, it looks like it might be a long night, but I ain't going nowhere. I will work, I will fight, I will strive in the name of love. I will speak, I will shout, I will sing it to the skies above. Well, it looks like it might be a perilous climb, but I will follow your lead. And I know it might be a long time until the last one of us is freed. But I will hold on tight, stand by your side. I will be with you for this whole damn ride. Well, it looks like it might be a perilous climb, but I will follow your lead. Well, it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. And I know you might have a heavy load, but I can carry some too. I will lift you up when they push you down. I will raise my voice and stand my ground. Well, it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. 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 I will walk, I will climb, shine the light the whole night through, because it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you.
A lot of times at the Social Justice Awards, the people that we celebrate and the people that we talk about practice a particular brand of activism. A kind of out there, in your face, loud, confrontational activism. And I love that kind of activism. I love the challenge that it presents to people in power, to structures that perpetuate injustice. But it's not the only kind of activism. It's not the only kind of work for social justice. I want to tell you about a hero of mine. It's probably no secret who it is. I'm really, really happy to be able to recognize this man's work, the way that he's conducted himself, the way he's led his life, the way he has conformed his life to be a model and a beacon for compassionate and just treatment of all. When I grow up, I want to be like John. I want
I'm trying to be like you.
I want to be the kind of peaceful presence, the kind of compassionate heart the kind of seeker of common ground that John has been throughout his life. The way that John works for justice is a model of the justice he works for. He extends to others the treatment we would all like to receive. He models that for all of us. And by that modeling, by that example, by that encouragement, he moves us all a little bit closer to that community we seek. It's an amazing, amazing history that you have there in your program for tonight's Social Justice Awards. And I want you to read it. But more than that, I want you to recognize and understand and appreciate and celebrate the way John's life models how we all want to be. John is here tonight to receive the Keir Griesinger Award for Lifetime Achievement in Social Justice. The Keir Griesinger Award is named for two former directors of United Campus Ministry, Carol Keir and the Reverend Jan Griesinger. I want to invite Reverend Griesinger up here now to join me in presenting the Keir Griesinger Lifetime Achievement Award to John Schmeeding. On behalf of the UCM board, on behalf of the United Campus Ministry community, and on behalf of the Athens, Ohio, and greater southeastern Ohio communities, it gives me great pleasure to confer this Lifetime Achievement Award to you, my friend.
Well, if you get a Lifetime Achievement Award, I guess it means you're pretty old. Well, there's that. I guess it also means you don't give up easily, so that's a good part. I come from a family and a culture where we're not quite what sure to do with appreciation, so I'm trying to learn to enjoy it. My mom recently died at 94, and in the last year, as we kind of made an even more concerted effort to appreciate her, she frequently said, "Well, I'm no ordinary dummy." So that's my that's the best I can do. It's really lovely to receive this and to be mentioned in the same breath with Jan Griesinger and Carol Keir. You know, obviously it takes a village. You know, there's so many people I've learned from and mentored with, and you know, starting with being lucky enough to run into Debbie 40-some years ago, and what you know, I can't be down here and not think about the fall of 1982. When River Valley Community School had 16, 5, and 6, and 7-year-olds running around in the basement of UCM, and we had special little shelves we built so we could close them up at night because the AA building meetings were kind of smoky. And it's looking good down here, you know. It's looking better than it did then. I do want to take the opportunity to say a little something about social justice. It's extraordinary, and I even wrote some stuff down. How about that? It's rare for me. It's extraordinarily important that we put an end to racism, that we end sexism and male domination, that we fully embrace all members of the LGBT community, that we find ways to make oppression an historical aberration rather than everyday experience, whether it is based on class or age or disability or language or mental health, or body size, or religion, or immigration status, or any of the rest of that long list. The short piece I want to say a little bit more about, that I don't usually, it always just seems a little too self-serving, so end up doing all these other things and never end up talking very much about men. And so I'm going to steal this opportunity. I'm a guy, white, US or heterosexual, German Catholic, raised working class. We seem to be confused about men, I have noted. Black men, brown men, Latino men, Asian men, Native men, Middle Eastern men, white men, you name it, we're confused about them. And meanwhile, so I have a grandson, Owen, who's 5 now, and I suspect many of us, all of us probably, can remember seeing little ones that old or younger, or just, look on Facebook, right? There's pictures of these beautiful, extraordinary little babies who are female, and then these beautiful, extraordinary little babies who are male. And they're all good. That's what they are. They're good. There's nothing wrong with them. They're lovely and brilliant and kind and ready to be fully human. And then we look around, and we see so many of us who identify as male doing foolish, stupid, oppressive, violent things. So what happened? One might ask. I'm asking. And I have a thought about that. We get hurt. We get isolated. Boys get snuggled and held, sung to less than we should, and even less than girls too. There's some odd belief in the culture that little boys don't want that or need that. Closeness is withheld from us in that way. And then the big lie is that sex is the only way we can get that. We get a little confused there. We get physically attacked in our families and schools by older boys. Yeah, I won't go on and on. But, and even those of us who didn't were afraid it was going to happen. Some figured out how to walk the line, some didn't. But there was violence around us as little boys all the time. We're conditioned to believe that we might have to kill each other at some point in our lives. That's a little hard on us and on our relationships. And in my mind, maybe biggest of all, we're not allowed to feel under pain of humiliation and violence. We are not allowed to believe that we feel. And in fact, many of us then believe we don't have very many feelings. Women that we think have a lot more feelings than we do. Horseshit, I'm here to tell you. And people are afraid of us. I don't blame people for being afraid of us. We've done some odd things, but that's also hard on us to walk down the street and realize people are afraid of us. So these hurts create fertile soil where depression and unawareness and patriarchy and violence can grow. And thus we do some of the odd things that men do. And still the goodness is in there. So I'd like to ask us to do 2 things in the direction of men. And one is like us. We're really pretty easy, we're kind of suckers for people just being kind to us and smiling at us and liking us. But the second one that goes with it is very important. Don't put up with any of our bullshit. Those 2 together, I think, can be a very powerful thing. And if all these things we're trying to do are going to work, it's best if we don't leave out half the population. We'll do better if we can create more allies and build better relationships with men. And that's what I felt like saying, so I did. Thank you so much.
On to the presentation of this year's Social Justice Awards. Our first Social Justice Award goes to the African American Male Initiative for mentoring African American male Ohio University students. In 2015, Ohio University launched the African American Male Initiative, shortened AAMI. The goal of this initiative is to improve the matriculation and graduation rates of African American male students using well-documented techniques and strategies known to improve academic success. Through various workshops and collaborative programs, the AAMI seeks to focus on the common issues faced by African American male students and to provide additional tools to navigate academic and campus life. You can find out more about the program in your program this evening. We'll pretend that sounded better than it did. So, it was close. So at this time, I'd like to bring Chris Caldwell forward to accept the award on behalf of the
Yeah. So, first, holy crap, who decided that I had to follow John Schmeeding? That's like the rudest thing you could have. Give me their names. Second, oh, she just leapt into the kitchen. Second, I'd like to give a shout out to the Unified Sisters. We've done some collaborative work with our beloved family and community here on campus a time or two, and y'all are just awesome. So thank you. Everything's coming up me in 2017. It's odd. I ended up joining the African American Male Initiative as soon as I got to campus back in 2014. I had no idea that I was going to be so intimately involved in its production and execution. I'm a first-generation college student, and in all honesty, for me, I would not have succeeded in my undergraduate, proceeded on and gotten graduate degrees, or been where I've been. I would not be where I am today if it was not for the deliberate, intentional, and direct positive actions of other people in my life. So in so many ways, I know that I speak for Tyrone Carr and Jamie Patton when I say that this project is a labor of love for all of us. To see young men of color strive, succeed, and achieve in higher education. And I just thank you all so much for recognizing our work. I really do. It means a lot. So thank you, everybody, for coming.
Ryan Powers, who can't be here because he had to work and they wouldn't let him out. So I'm just going to say quickly, Ryan just graduated at the end of last semester from OU, and I met him his first semester here when he came to a meeting of the Ohio University Student Union, and immediately got very involved and took on a lot of leadership roles over the course of the 3.5 years that he was a student. He tried to unionize his coworkers at the Ohio University call center and came very close to doing it before they called in a union busting agency to stop the students from unionizing. He, I will go on and on and on about it, but he's not here. And I think that something that's really important about Ryan is that almost anything that has gone on in the last 3.5 years on campus that has involved organizing students for various reforms in the university around social justice issues, Ryan has been involved in some way. Even people don't even necessarily know all the ways he's been involved because he's kind of the type of person who frequently covers his tracks. He doesn't always want to take credit for those things, and so people don't always know all the things that he's doing. So I think he's very deserving of the award. I wish he was here to accept it. The next person who I'm presenting for is Gabby Godinez. I just met Gabby this year, actually. Gabby, I met, I think, at a meeting of what was at the time called EPIC, which was an effort around at the end of last summer. There were several high-profile police murders of black men, including a 13-year-old black boy in Columbus. Why is his name escaping me? No, Tamir was Cleveland. Anyway.
Isn't that the problem, though?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, there are so many that it's easy to figure. Philando Castile. There was another really private. Anyway, there were a lot of demonstrations on campus around that time, right at the beginning of the school year, because of all of these police murders were going on, and there were a lot of different groups doing a lot of different things, and so there were conversations about like, well, how can these groups work together? And Gabby, one of these meetings was the first place I met Gabby, and a lot of times, you know, people are driven to resist injustice in the world not because of ideology or because of any particular sort of like theoretical commitments. It's just because they see oppression in the world, they experience it, and they want to resist it. But it's hard to do, and sometimes people get burnt out. The thing that's been really impressive about Gabby is she's been one of the only people who has seen efforts come and go and sticks to it and has tried to pull together what energy is still there to organize on campus specifically around opposing, well, since the elections things have gotten interesting, so she's done a lot there too, but the thing that I think Gabby is most well known for now is organizing, well, she wants some credit for it, but she's really the main organizer for the Multicultural Activist Coalition, MAT. Which has been MAC has been an effort to bring together lots of different student organizations and individual students who really want to organize on campus around social justice issues. Has had a big part to play in the various demonstrations that have been going on campus since the elections. Gabby has spoken at several of them. The night that 70 students were arrested at Baker Center, she was there delivering pizza to people right before they were all taken away by the police. So Gabby's that person who just kind of is always there and is just super committed and so self-motivated and is willing to take the initiative to get things done when a lot of other people are just fed up and burnt out. So I've really appreciated that about Gabby. So.
Feel really weird getting this, especially for the reasons that you just mentioned, because I feel like it's an accident that I kind of became, I guess, important in MAC. I was just kind of there when a bunch of people were really pissed off that EPIC wasn't working the way it should have, because it was very specific to one type of activism and one type of oppressed people. I am a woman, I am visibly brown, I am queer, and I'm an immigrant, and I'm Mexican. So I fall in a lot of places where it's really shitty to be. But I don't know, I feel like I've been a part of a lot of different groups where I'm like, we're doing the same thing. We're all trying to reinvent the wheel at the same time when there's so many ways that we can work together. And that's really all I do. I just get people to talk to each other. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel weird. Anyway, thanks.
Hi, I'm Wenda. I did not know this was my job. Come up here. But I'm back in Athens after a hiatus of 16 years living in China and England and all. And a year ago, Evan and Melissa asked me if I would like to be on the board. And I thought, great. And one of my duties is to find people to nominate. And I did not know what's been going on in the community, so I looked around me and I also made a lot of inquiries of folks. Which one do I do first? Yeah, I did too. Okay, the first one I know the best, Barb Harrison. I have watched Barb personally at the Unitarian Fellowship do leading of that congregation, spearheading efforts, social action efforts of the congregation, carrying the Standing on the Side of Love banner through town when it was time for our congregation to participate. I've seen her welcome all kinds of folks of all the categories that Gabby just mentioned into the congregation. And I also learned that she does a lot here with UCM. She's been working with Melissa for a number of years on the spring break project. Hope I'm saying that all right. I'm looking at Melissa to make sure I got this. I also know, or maybe I should look at Barb because you know what you did. I also know that she has been active in with her Ohio University job, not only doing exactly what she's told, but going beyond. When I was part of Upgrade Athens County last year and the year before, she helped folks in our group significantly by getting OU students involved in the distribution of light bulbs. Free light bulbs. It was like Santa Claus time, giving away free light bulbs. So I thought, this is a no-brainer. I talked to some other folks and they said, yeah, no-brainer. So, Barb Harrison. I guess we get our picture taken.
Well, this feels like home tonight. As I came in tonight, I just see so many friendly faces, folks I've known for years, colleagues, loved ones that have become friends. And so it feels like a very comfortable place to be, and so I think I'm in the right place. Especially given this time that we're all in. As we know, since the election in November has been alluded to tonight, our lives have changed. But what I'm feeling tonight is that we're ready for this, right? We know we are. We've prepared for this time. And without United Campus Ministry in our community, there would be a huge hole. So I want to really thank UCM and the support that you've given and continue to give to marginalized students, faculty, staff, folks that otherwise wouldn't have a home, a place to be represented, a place to meet. I know there's just a plethora of folks who've met here over the years. I did not know about the kindergartners. That's a neat story, John. But it just really speaks to the point that UCM really gives our community I guess the heart and soul that we need to stand up to these times. So thank you all, and I look forward to a lot more collaboration.
The other person I'm here to introduce is a person who I found out from everyone. This is someone who needs to be nominated. Absolutely should be nominated. And her partner, Bob, I presume?
Yes.
Gave me some scoop on her. Did he tell you I called? He kept it a secret. Surprise! Bob, nice to meet you. I didn't met you in person, but we worked on this together. Christine came to Athens in 1995 and first worked at Casa Nueva, the worker-owned restaurant. After that, she worked with AceNet and Lake Hope Lodge, and then she opened the Village Bakery, and then the Catalyst Cafe and Della Zona Pizza. But the thing I noticed when I came back to Athens 2.5 years ago was that these places were amazing. She's got solar power, geothermal power, and other really cool things going on, and she's not afraid to show it and share it with everybody. She worked with Upgrade Athens County and was extremely realistic. I'll never forget the meeting you said, I don't know if my time is well spent meeting every week for 3 hours here. And I said, yes! Then we changed our structure a little bit. It was just great, but she was right on target, really focused, doing everything she could to help everybody. And as we all know, her businesses are always open for groups to meet, for fundraisers, for classes. It's been just incredible hearing about you, and I got a quote from Roxanne Groff. She says, I'm always amazed how she's able to manage her incredible businesses and still have time to involve herself creatively in social and environmental justice issues. I think you got arrested once too? Yeah. Yeah, Athens County Fracking Action Network, Christine Hughes.
Well, thank you so much. I wanted to say that I start out small, like focused on what I think I do best, which I thought was food, and I thought I had this single focus. But as an activist, you learn that social justice resists isolation, and step by step, we find ourselves woven into the fabric of the community. Looking back, we know that's actually what keeps us going forward now. So we worked to build the regenerative economy, but that work has broadened to include energy, not just food, as we became aware of the local and worldwide impacts of the extractive energy economy system. And operating a sustainable food business brought the fracking industry onto our plate when our suppliers, local farmers, were injured by the injection of fracking waste and installation of pipeline on and around their farms. So then fighting fracking brought us together with the efforts of democracy over corporations that were fighting Citizens United and the corporate control of our government. Meeting with our representatives over and over, asking them to help our community protect itself from fracking has led to a push for activists to run for office. So that's happening now. A lot of people are running for office. Knowing that the citizens of Torch are subjected to environmental injustice in the form of fracking pollution strengthens our connection to indigenous communities fighting the Dakota Access Pipeline and destructive industries worldwide. And UCM's encouragement of activism as a healthy part of every life has been in the background all along and influenced so many people we've had the pleasure of working with at the bakery, some of whom are with us now, and some who have passed through, but they've all contributed to the web of environmental, economic, racial, and social justice. And I want to recognize some of them now. Mary Nally, director of CFI. We're not taking credit for any of these people. I just want to say, hey, we've met these people and they're doing good stuff. Pat Balding created a fair trade organic coffee roasting company. Chelsea Hindenock created Chelsea's Real Food, another sustainable food cart. Liz Florentino created the Sustainable Bakery in Nelsonville, coming soon. Stacy Peters, Petru Fair Trade Organic Chocolate Company. Cappy Huffman is a key volunteer with Nelsonville Food Pantry. Christina Markey grows food for the hungry in Buffalo, New York. Clarissa Page fights for reproductive rights in Columbus. Liz Tompkins is working as a women's health advocate in Athens. Alicia Woods is a Food Corps volunteer in Flint, Michigan, working to empower the people impacted by the lead poisoning crime. Jolana Watson and Jasmine Harges Garner went to Standing Rock and are building solidarity between communities of color and indigenous people oppressed by militarized, corporate-controlled government. Jamie Weaver is using theater and storytelling to help indigenous communities in Ecuador being exploited and poisoned by international mining industries. So where else but in Athens would we have had the opportunity to get to know so many unique people on their path to building a better world for all of us. Thank you for this honor and the encouragement you give to us all.
I want to thank you all again for being here. We have our last but certainly not least award that we want to present tonight. And I'm not going to talk a whole lot because there's a whole lot of Unified Sisters here, and I want to give them a chance to introduce themselves and say a little bit about the work that you all have done, which is so important to have an organization at a predominantly white institution that is paying attention and supporting women of color on our campus. The mentoring you do, the leadership that you show. This is your second Social Justice Award. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, so I think you qualify for a lifetime award here. Like, next year we'll bring you back. Specifically, you were nominated for your leadership in the Say Her Name program that happened last MLK week in 2016, sort of in the context of Black Lives Matter, drawing attention to the particular situation and experiences of women of color, trans women of color, at the hands of police violence and police brutality. That program also was a partnership with the Women's Center, Multicultural Center, LGBT Center, and was a really, really powerful expression of recognition and solidarity about that sort of underreported justice issue. So I want to invite Unified Sisters up right now to receive their award. You were here. Let's go.
I guess we can do introductions first. I'm Deja. I'm the president of Unified Sisters.
I'm Kentisha, former president.
I'm Christian. I am the public relations chair.
I'm Naomi, I'm the treasurer.
I'm Brianna, I'm the vice president.
And I'm Jasmine, I'm the historian.
First, we want to say thank you. It's truly an honor. I wasn't expecting to get this email that we were getting it. So I don't have a speech prepared, but thank you. Unified Sisters is a women's empowerment organization that for women of color. And we basically, our goal is to serve as a support system and a source of upliftment for women of color, and that includes all women, disabled, non-disabled, trans, queer. The reason we got involved with the Say Her Name movement was to give a voice to the women who had the chance to give a voice to themselves, I guess, taken away. Thank you. Do you guys have anything to say?
Oh, we want to thank the Women's Center for collaborating.
Oh yeah, we do want to thank the Women's Center and the LGBT Center who we collaborated with on the event. And AAMI for giving us a shout out.
Stay here because we'll
If I could invite all the recipients back up here, where I'm going to try to get a group photo. And Gabby, I know you have to work, but are you okay to take one last picture? Oh, okay.
I'll get to the back.
Just that.
Let's just get to the back. There we go. We're good.
I actually ran into you.
And I need you to consolidate.
Consolidate.
Get cozy. A little bit more. Light on. Sarah, can you turn the light on over here? It might blind you, but otherwise there's
It might, what?
No, I guess it's on already. Okay, sorry. All right, ready? Okay, one more. All right, round of applause for today.
Okay, this one is adapted from something I read. It goes like this: we want a justice leader, not a wealthy tweeter. We want a justice leader. adapted from the women's favorite chant, it's Take Back the Night March. I've left out the word women, I've left out the F word, but it goes like this. We're people, we're here, we're fabulous, don't mess with us. We're people, we're here, we're fabulous, don't mess with us. We're people, we're here, we're fabulous, don't mess with us. Yes, send that message to Washington. Also a song, if you don't know, that we need to know and keep on singing from the civil rights movement. We're going to keep on moving forward, never turning back. We're going to keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. We're going to stand for peace and justice. We're going to stand for peace and justice. Stand for peace and justice. Stand for peace and justice. Never turning back. Never turning back. Any other verses somebody knows? Well, just keep on moving forward.
Plenty of food back here, so please.
Do you have to edit it yourself? Huh? Do you edit it? Yeah. Yeah. That's such a little camera that it does the trick. So cute.
They're making an hour. Now that's
We say no wall, no ban on this stolen land. We say no ban, no wall. Together rise and fall. We say no wall, no ban. Reach out every hand. We say no ban, no wall. We will welcome all. We will stand up. We will rise. Shouting from the mountains, singing to the skies. We will speak out loud and clear. All creation is welcome here. We say no wall, no ban on this stolen land. We say no ban, no wall. Together rise and fall. We say no wall, no ban. Reach out every hand. We say no ban, no wall. We will welcome all. We say no ban, no wall. We will welcome all.
If you would turn your page over, the second song is I'm Gonna Walk It With You, and this one, again, repeats and repeats. There's a little bit of a bridge, and if you don't want to jump in on that, just listen to that part and then come back in when we pick back up.
When it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. And I know you might have a heavy load, but I can carry some too. I will lift you up when they push you down. I will raise my voice and stand my ground. Well, it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. And it looks like it might be a long night, but I ain't going nowhere. And I know it's gonna be a hard fight, but I will stand right here. I will shine a light in the darkest hour. I will face the man in the tallest tower. Well, it looks like it might be a long night, but I ain't going nowhere. I will work, I will fight, I will strive in the name of love. I will speak, I will shout, I will sing it to the skies above. Well, it looks like it might be a perilous climb, but I will follow your lead. And I know it might be a long time until the last one of us is freed. But I will hold on tight, stand by your side. I will be with you for this whole damn ride. Well, it looks like it might be a perilous climb, but I will follow your lead. Well, it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm gonna walk it with you. And I know you might have a 'cause it looks like it might be a hard road, but I'm